Hey, what's up? It's your girl Nique, and you're tuned in to Nique at Night. And tonight I'm going to be talking about 21 Savage being arrested by ICE agents because he has overstayed his welcome in America. I mean, who else was shocked by this tea? Has he ever talked about being from the UK? I can't recall. I'm not a 21 Savage fan like that. Like I like some of his songs, but I had no idea, and a lot of the world had no idea as well. Anyways, I'm gonna go on over to the blast to read to you guys what is going on in this whole 21 Savage arrest, and we're gonna get brought up to speed together because, as well as y'all being shocked, I'm shocked. Like, who knew? Anyways, so let me go on over to the blast to read you guys this article and show you guys what they obtained and what they had to say about this. So it says 21 Savage was arrested early Sunday morning by U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement, ICE, over an issue with his immigration status, but we're told the rapper believes it's a misunderstanding. The rapper, whose real name is Shea bin Abraham Joseph, was arrested in Atlanta according to a statement by ICE spokesman. The statement referred to Savage as an unlawfully present United Kingdom national. Who knew? Again, I was totally shocked by this information. Anyways, it goes on to say, he was picked up during a targeted operation with federal and local law enforcement partners. A source close to 21 Savage tells The Blast his lawyers are working to clear up the issue, calling it a misunderstanding. Our sources say his legal team has been trying to clear this up for months, and the issue has to do with the validity of his paperwork when he entered the country. All of this stuff, news to me. Anyways, we're told the rapper got on the radar of authorities following his 2014 conviction on felony drug charges. 21 Savage's lawyer tells The Blast, we are working diligently to get Mr. Abraham Joseph out of the detention while we work with authorities to clear up any misunderstanding. Mr. Abraham Joseph is a role model to young people in the country, especially in Atlanta, Georgia, and is actively working in the community, leading programs to help underprivileged youth in financial literacy. I mean, I never knew that he was a philanthropist, but hey, if he doing good, he doing good. Last thing I know was him having the feud with Bone Thugs and talking about effing their wives and all of this, so I mean, they say he a role model. He a role model. It is what it is. If he doing good deeds, that is great. Anyways, let me finish reading to you guys what they have to say. It goes on to say, WSBTV reports an email from an ICE spokesman that further explained Mr. Abraham Joseph was taken into ICE custody as he is unlawfully present in the U.S. and also a convicted felon. Mr. Abraham Joseph initially entered the U.S. legally in July of 2005, but subsequently failed to depart under the terms of his non-immigrant visa. 21 Savage dated Amber Rose for several months in 2017 and into 2018 before the couple called it quits last March. So that is what they had to say about this. Apparently, he came into the United States in 2005 and he was on a visa, but he has not properly kept up the details to keep him in the States. I mean, I thought that he was from Atlanta, this hood guy that grew up in Atlanta and from Atlanta. So this was all news to me. And following the news of this, there were several memes, jokes that people made. I don't think that it was made in malice to make light of him being detained by ICE. I think it was just a shocker that he was a British or from the UK or anything like that. Because we didn't know. Well, I ain't gonna speak for everybody. I didn't know this information. So again, it came to a shock to me and so many others. So there were people who made jokes about, UK jokes about it and things like that. And one of the people who kind of made jokes about it was Demi Lovato. She made a joke and she said one of the amusing things of the Super Bowl was the memes about 21 Savage, and she got a lot of backlash behind it. And I mean, there are certain things that we should be outraged about, but then there are certain things that I feel like people are being a little too sensitive about. And the fake woke outrage like strikes again. I don't know, like certain things I get it. Like, okay, they deserve backlash for this or that. But this whole 21 Savage thing being that most of us were just as shocked as I'm sure probably Demi Lovato and so many others were. I mean, I guess. I don't see why there's backlash because I think that it's a shocking and funny moment. Not to make light of him being detained, but just the fact of like, wait, what? Like he's what? Like we didn't know this information. We see the gangster Atlanta dude, you know what I'm saying? Like when you think of the UK, you think of something different. But anyway, so Demi Lovato, she kind of made light of the situation. She thought it was funny, like the memes that they made. Not taking light of the fact that he was detained, but just because some of the memes were funny. Let me share to you guys what she had to say about this and, you know, bring y'all up to speed on this whole 21 Savage arrest tea. So she posted a post after the backlash of her talking about how she was amused by the 21 Savage memes. And this is what she posted. She said, let me make this smaller. Okay. She said, so I tweeted that this was funny. This how 21 Savage be writing his verses. And it's, you know, somebody with writing with a feather. To me, the meme is funny. It's hilarious. And it's not to take away from the fact that he's detained and maybe, you know, they went about it a scandalous way or it's wrong and he's being behind bars, but it's just funny. Like people sometimes take the fun out of like they suck the life out of everything. I don't think it was a malicious thing, but it is what it is. Following her posting or talking about this tweet being funny of 21 Savage writing with a feather pen his verses, she got a lot of backlash and people were calling her crackhead. People were telling her like to get back on the pipe, that she shouldn't talk. And, you know, she also followed up her tweets with saying, you know, and this is what people say in return. So let me make this bigger so you guys can see what they are saying. Hold up. Okay, so you guys can see it a little bit better. So it says, shoot me some Heron, Demi. She's a crackhead. She's a hypocrite. Let's pull out the Heron memes and see if this bitch doesn't get emotional. Wonder if she saw the memes about her, LOL. Heroin addict shaking my head. Crack is one hell of a drug. Rehab doctors better take her phone away. So those are some of the things that people were saying to her, like kind of laughing at this whole 21 Savage incident. And I mean, maybe they're outraged, whatever. I don't think that it was that big of a deal. I think that we were just shocked and people made jokes about it. And it wasn't saying that, oh, he deserved to be detained or, oh, we're laughing at the fact that he is detained. I think that what people were laughing at or making jokes about was the fact that he is from the UK. And a lot of us, including me, had no idea about it, you know? But you know, people choose what they want to be outraged about, and I guess this is one of those things. So she took to her Instagram following that, showing like what people were saying, and she said, wasn't laughing at anyone getting deported. I know that's not a joke. Not have I ever laughed at that. The meme I posted / was talking about was of him being writing with a feather pen. Sorry if I offended anyone, but it's no excuse to laugh at someone's addiction, let alone their OD. And she's talking about herself at that point. Then it says, lastly, I wasn't making fun of anything having to do with deportation or even anything against him. I was laughing at who the fuck knew 21 Savage was British, ? Literally no one. That's it. It doesn't go deeper than that. I'm sorry if I upset people, truly. And then at the end of that, it says, yo, at Wale, if you want to talk, then answer my DM. So I guess maybe Wale responded. I'm not even going to go look to see what he had to say. I didn't think it was that deep. Maybe y'all could be outraged about this. We all were shocked. I was shocked. You know, one of my subscribers, my moderators, Rose, she sent me this story before I even seen it, and I looked, and it said 21 Savage detained by ICE for being overstaying his visa. And my whole thing, I was like, what? My response to that was, what in the world? Like, I was shocked. And so if I'm shocked and I'll be keeping up on, you know, these things, I know the world was shocked because I don't recall him being you know, from the UK. So I don't think it was no harm in that. You know, we pick and choose what we want to be outraged about. People suck the life out of jokes. They make everything so sensitive. And if he was wrongfully detained for overstaying his visa or targeted, whatever the case, then, you know, that's no laughing matter. But at the end of the day, if you are over here on a visa, you're not supposed to be committing crimes, and that is grounds for deportation. It's not fun. It's not cool. It's not a laughing stock. It's not something that, you know, people should be poking fun at. And I don't think that's what she was poking fun at. I think it was just a simple fact that who knew he was from the UK? I had no idea. I thought he was from Atlanta, born and raised. But hey, it is what it is. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this situation. Let's talk about it in the comments. Did you know that 21 Savage was on a visa and he was from the UK? Did you know anything about this? Like, let me know if I'm under a rock just like Demi. Like, am I the only one under a rock? And is Demi the only one under a rock? Because I don't ever recall him ever mentioning that, ever. So y'all let me know what y'all think about this in the comment section. All right, guys, make sure to hit that subscribe button and make sure to hit that like button because, you know, I want to see you guys on another video. All right, guys, peace.